They turn the ball over. They don't have any fluidity as far as moving the ball up and down the field. It's really a struggle for them to move the ball. And Bo, he puts the ball in harm's way a lot. Welcome to Pigskin Passion TV. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba. It's season 2, episode number 70. And guys, we back. We back for another week of Survivor. And guys, if you've made it this far in Survivor, you've only done it because you didn't go with the consensus pick of both weeks. And congratulations. Man, this has been like probably one of the more grueling Survivor seasons that I can remember. And I can't think of a week where 6 out of the top 8 teams have lost like last week. It was crazy. It was like every game went to the wire and the team that was favored was losing, or you just knew they were going to lose. But hey, that's Survivor for you. But we got to do our best Philadelphia Eagle impression. It's 4th and inches, guys. And guess what? Tush push. We going for it. So with that said, if you are still in Survivor right now, more than likely over 65% of your pool is eliminated, which is good because there's still a lot of good picks out there and still a lot of football left to be played. And you don't have that much competition anymore. So I want to jump into this week's picks. And before I do that, I want to give you my stay away game this week. And for me, that is the Los Angeles Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. I know the Panthers are the league's worst offense, but this week they made a quarterback change, getting rid of Bryce Young or sending him to the bench for Andy Dalton. And it just puts a question in my head. Was Bryce Young the reason that the offense was so bad? Will Andy Dalton be able to give them that spark that they need to at least be competitive? Because before, it's still yet to be known, but they haven't been competitive. They wasn't competitive last year, and they picked up exactly where they left off last year, this year. So I want to see where they are right now before I start back betting against them. But I'm going to sit this week out as far as betting against Carolina. And there are other picks out there that are decent. And with that said, I'm going to just say I got 2.5 picks that I'm looking at for this week. And at 3, which is 2.5, is the Cincinnati Bengals. For the second time in 3 weeks, they will be the consensus pick of Survivor. I'm sure that everybody will be riding Cincinnati against the Washington Commanders. I don't know about you guys. I still have some PTSD from that first loss in week 1. And I may go with them in one pool, but for the most part, I'm gonna stay away from this game. I think they played decent last week, even though they lost, but I need to see more than the sample size that they've given so far, because they are a very good team. And another reason I don't really want to go with them this week, or I'm not gonna go heavy on them, is because I think they're a good team, and there will be picks later on in the season that we can go with the Cincinnati Bengals. So with that, Cincinnati is my number 3 pick. And my number 2 is the Cleveland Browns. And honestly speaking, this game kind of scares me because Cleveland hasn't looked good on offense this year. And I think that this is going to be one of those games that could be low scoring, and it could be decided by 1 or 2 plays. But I looked at their schedule, and I think that this game against the Giants this weekend is probably going to be their best home matchup. Therefore, I'm willing to take a chance and ride with Cleveland this week. So Cleveland will be one of my picks in my survivor pool. And my number one pick is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay, they held Detroit to 16 points last week in spite of them having a banged up secondary. And if Carolina is the worst offense, then Denver is probably a close second or not too far behind. I think with Bo Nix running the offense, and I've actually watched a good portion of their first two games, they turn the ball over. They don't have any fluidity as far as moving the ball up and down the field. It's really a struggle for them to move the ball. And Bo, he puts the ball in harm's way a lot. So they're averaging like 13 points a game. And in the NFL, that's just not going to cut it. I think that this could be a game where Tampa Bay dominates. I don't see Denver being able to keep pace with Tampa Bay scoring, especially since they are averaging 13 points. I think in order for them to win this game, they'll have to at least get to 20. I don't think they can do it. So with that, Tampa Bay is my number one pick for the week. And let's just go to my leagues here. I want to show you guys my picks. So in this league, the person who runs this league, he actually started another survivor because so many people have gotten kicked out of this league. I do have 2 entries in that league, but he hasn't opened up the new league or the new survivor pool yet. So these are my picks in this league. And I only have one team with no strikes. So if I lose another game with one of those entries, that entry will be eliminated as well. But I got Tampa Bay, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. And let's see how many people are in this league. So this league has 478 people, and there's only 123 people now that have no strikes, and there's only 345 people left in this league. So I still have 3 entries, 1 entry with no strikes and 2 entries with a strike. So it would be better if I had 2 or 3, but I still like my chances with the 1. So to go to my next league here, this league started out with 189 people, I think. And as you can see, there's only 28 entries still left. So I started out this league with 5 entries. I still have 1 entry left out of 28 people. So I feel pretty good about this. I would definitely feel better if I had at least 2 entries out of the 28, but I feel good being able to be part of the last 28 in this league. So in this league, I have to email my picks in. So I picked Tampa Bay for this since they're my number 1. And this is my big league. And in this league, I went with Tampa Bay as well. I only have, this is my pick by myself, but I also have a pick with my buddy here. And we haven't decided on who we're going with, but Tampa Bay is the pick that I will go with. And in this league, we are down to, let's see how many people this league is down to. 4,500 people, guys. 16,000 people started this league, and now it's down to 4,500. So I got 2 entries in this league still, which I like. I feel okay. I feel warm and fuzzy that I still got two. I would love to. I always want to have one more, but to be at 4,500 people and still have two, I think that's pretty good. So, guys, there you have it. These are all of my survivor leagues, which I'm hanging on by a thread, and I hope you guys are still in your leagues as well. And guys, do me a favor, spike that like, comment, subscribe, and it's your boy, the Black Mamba, out.